During the previous video, we explored this idea of writing horns in unison. This allows you to come up with some melodies, some structural motifs patterns, depending how you use the horns in your music. Now, the horns exist on top of a harmony movement. Since we didn't have any, we created one from scratch. This video describes how we made it. We are going to play in just a second an essence of the video what we made for you a week ago. So you're going to witness the whole recording session with horn section. Now the question for you is, let me know in a comment what gives you the most trouble when it comes to horn section. I would love to hear from you. And now, back to the video. The music paper helps me to design a plan of the music composition. I divide each line to 4 separate boxes. Each box includes 4/4 time signature, 4 quarter notes per box, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. If I do this to 2 lines on my music sheet, I achieve 8 measures, like the sequence with MPCX, 8 bars, right? But then we can continue. So now 8 very quickly becomes 16. So this is like the template for my workflow. Now I'm gonna fill these boxes with chords progression. Let's just find the chords we like. So I'm using the sound of the horns because I want to dedicate that music piece to their playing. It's like a vocal point of the whole composition. So they kind of bring me closer to what's possible. I'm already testing possible chords and the spread of the notes through those instruments. So let's just start with F minor 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like a game I play with my head. Okay, let's just do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. B flat 7 with tension 9, 11, 13th. A minor 7. Yeah. G, this is G. Sorry about that. G. Oh yeah. C7 into F major 7. G7 this time flat 9th, flat 13th, and C minor 7. This is like a big band kind of. So I'm just playing with what I hear in my head. There's nothing wrong with it. Just, it's more like a traditional. Let's just do a sharp 11th and E minor 7 flat 5. With flat 9th, flat 13th. G with natural tensions. Okay. 16 bars of music. And of course, I could add additional after. Some additional section. We could call it a sequence number 2. The best way to start writing horns is through unison. One note at a time. One note for every single horn. You hear some melody in your head and you write it down. Then you use a VST plugin and record the thing into your DAW. And voila, you have it. Now, if you ever think about taking it to the next level, now the real game begins. We are talking about learning about individual horns and the range of motion, articulation, transposition. So there is more to it. There is beautiful, like a chapter in your music study called horn section, when you can dive into that topic and explore it beyond possible. It's a phenomenal tool. And as you know, the horns give that extra warmth in your music, sparkles, and I call it an energy. This energy, well created, well produced, well controlled, could tremendously benefit your music. All right, once we have the structure, now I'm trying to come up with voicings, and I'm gonna concentrate only main voicing for now. Yeah. I like it. So these chords will continue 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and this slashes stands for quarter note. timing what basically flows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, next chord, 1, 2, 3, 4, next chord, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I look at this music piece of paper, and guess what? When I record bass, piano, other horns as well, I never lose the sense of the chords progression. So this is very helpful. All right, here is the trick. There are certain things I cannot play fast enough. I want this tune to be faster than right now. So basically we slow the music down for the purpose of a composition. So now carefully I design a certain melody line. And yeah, I'm hoping for that something good will come out of it. Our piano, it's gonna come from stage piano, standard D. So we are testing different plugins what come with this unit. Okay, we go to that piano and voila, you have it. Now the level, of course, can be increased. Okay, so that soft, beautiful thing. Now, we expanded our chords progression to 16 bars. So in order to type these, we have to change the amount of bars we have in our sequence, 16. Okay. Okay, let's record the template so we don't care about it. Thanks to this, I will be able to play with horns and see if the notes actually match the chords. Okay. Like we said, we can totally extend it later on. Okay, so now back to our horns, and we're going to, based on that piano, we're going to find a beautiful melody. What matches that instrument? Piano, horns. Here we go. Let's see if this makes sense. So there's B. All right, so we have few bars. First line. Let's just record this. like it. Let's continue. Overdub, play. This one. I'm gonna add. It's kind of lame in the end, but that's the direction. We will switch it. Okay. So now look what happened. We have this. Now we increase the tempo to 145. Makes sense. Okay, so we are in a good shape. Go back to 120 and let's record a solid bass. Let's generate a new plugin. Upright bass. So you see, when we create the melody, when we come up with the melody, we follow the chords progression. The melody is supposed to complement those chords. There is a reason why these chords exist. So now, each chord got its own characteristics. Like, for example, we could choose to concentrate on 3, what gives the flavor of the song of major versus minor, and 7, what basically determines the color in the end of that chord. Alright, acoustic bass. Horns out for now. I go to project. Now let me adjust microphones. Yeah. Second. Excellent. Third. I like it. Okay. Main. Here we go. Record from the beginning. It's all about the bass now. So I'm gonna walk with my bass. Our sequence starts with F-7. Our bass, the last bass note, is G. So we are doing this beautiful transition of half a step down. And then another sequence. Now, we can eliminate the piano template and record a brand new one. How cool is that? Okay, here we go. From the beginning, so now we can go wild. So this is the beginning. Now we increase the tempo to 145, and now without any sweat, we've got the whole music. There is a tremendous difference between music composer, arranger, and instrumentalist. These three guys are gonna treat the same instrument, let's just say piano, in a totally different way. Composer composes the music. Arranger arranges the music. Instrumentalist executes the music, make it happen. So we are talking about three different majors of study. I dive into arranging part and explore it, right? For years you can explore it. Composition, the same thing. But music composer doesn't have to be great instrumentalist. Arranger doesn't have to be great instrumentalist and doesn't have to be a great composer. You know what I mean? So it gives me this freedom. You see, for many, many years, I have punished myself for not being a good pianist. So what did I do? I trained, I practiced, I tried to live to that potential. Then I quickly realized, it's like, wait a minute. Arranger doesn't have to be a good instrumentalist. All I have to do is just take my time and arrange that music for the pianist. Now the pianist, it's a different ballgame because the pianist gets the music and says 5, 6, 7, and he has to play it. So now his preparation are totally different. He spends hours and hours playing that instrument back and forth, developing the skill, the technique, right? The articulation, dynamics, so on. So you've got like as much control of that instrument as possible. Now, on the other end, I don't have to do that, but I'm responsible to writing down the right things. Music composer hears the music and just spills the music on a music sheet. So I'm thinking, by knowing it, I give myself a permission to be a less instrumentalist. I will take from this point, I will take my time. I will think about a music, a harmony. I'm looking at the piano keys and I'm thinking, this is 3, this is 7. I'm gonna add some tension. I hear my adjustments, my choices. I develop a motif, a phrase, and I kind of grow upon that direction. In the end of the day, we all work together. But at the same time, I give myself a green light to not to chase other things. It's an interesting perspective and took me a while to kind of get to it. And I wanted to share my thoughts with you today on that topic. Very important. So the first thing I would like to do is to copy the whole thing, and then we are going to drop it. One octave lower. So voila. Now we've got 2 different layers of horn section. Once again, we are choosing to play them all at once because it gives us a direction. I hear it and then I pursue that sound. Now we copied that, this melody what the horns play, and dropped it 1 octave lower. Think about this. If something sounds good based on one voicing, it's gonna sound wonderful when you double. Okay, 2 octaves. You can move the octaves around. Like, for example, if you look at the last bar, it's kind of low, right? So what do? Look. We can raise it up. And all of a sudden, music breathes in a different way. Bam ba up. You could raise up. You see, it creates a different effects. Okay? This note is kind of low. The trombone could take care of it. How about if we raise it up tiny bit? So now I know that we are in an E minor 7 flat 5. Okay, so we raise this note above the other voicing. So we start doing crossovers. The crossovers is when you cross voicing. So the slower voicing goes above the We are going to stop now. The next time when we see each other, we are going to expand that music by adding a sequence number 2. Remember, it's all about horn section. My name is Piotr Kowalczyk. I will see you next time.